people raised $1 million question. What does Anthony Joshua think of Tyson Fury tampering with his glove? The glove gate scandal. Now, what if I tell you Anthony Joshua is already aware of that? That's why I told you all earlier that the reason why Anthony Joshua is really pushing and pursuing that Tyson Fury fight is because he knows that Tyson Fury won't be able to get no slick bullshit on him. Now, Anthony Joshua was aware of Tyson Fury tampering with his gloves before anybody have, before me, before you, and anybody. The reason why, according to Nicholas Asbury, Tyson Fury own sparring partner that busted him tampering with his gloves during sparring. Nicholas Asbury, I'm going to also have him as a guest on Split Decision, inshallah, this week or next week, depending on my schedule and my availability and his. Nevertheless, Nicholas Asbury came out stating that Anthony Joshua is already aware of Tyson Fury glove gate scandal and him tampering with gloves even during sparring. For the Klitschko fight, for Deontay Wilder fight, and many more. The reason why, because Nicholas Asbury was actually sparring Tyson Fury with Cassius Chaney. For the people that don't know Cassius Chaney, he's a great prospect in the UK. He signed under Anthony Joshua promotion. He's an Anthony Joshua fighter. He was in Tyson Fury training camp. So when the whole situation took place, when Tyson Fury got busted by Nicholas Asbury, he got exposed for tampering with his gloves during sparring on footage, on camera, right?
Those are the words of Aki. And of course, he is basically putting words in Anthony Joshua's mouth. He's basically reporting what another person said about another person, which that other person was Anthony Joshua. Now, the title of this will be the same title that I will title this video. It's Anthony Joshua's take on Tyson Fury's tampered gloves versus Deontay Wilder. Listen, first off, Tyson Fury sparring with a sparring partner, regardless of what goes or what went on in that sparring session with Nicholas Asbury, that has nothing to do with a full sanctioning fight, okay? I can't remember, I don't know when that was, when he was in the training camp. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but it didn't have anything to do with what happened with Deontay Wilder on February 22nd when he got his ass in there with Tyson Fury. And I'm going to tell you why. You're comparing what a fighter's report of how his experience was sparring Tyson Fury. They gave you brand new gloves. I seen that because I seen the video. I counterpunched it a long time ago. He was showing us video footage of Tyson Fury's gloves, how they were worn, how it was stuff coming out the glove. And for those who don't know shit about boxing, let me explain something to you. New gloves. Gloves are like shoes, okay? The new ones are fresh, perky, right? You have to work them in, loosen them up, right? And then when they get worn, they start to weather. Stuff starts to fall off. Hell, I've worn some with the soles came off of them. You know, they get so old when you wear them enough. It's wear and tear, right? Wearing shoes because you're walking on different pavements and so forth. And boxing gloves because you're punching certain objects. Boxing gloves, mitts, you know, hell, walls sometimes. But, you know, they wear, okay? It's leather, padding. Some are horsehair. Some are, you know, they have some type of material in them. Now that material will fade off. It will break off. It will. You do see, like in that video that Nicholas Asbury was explaining or showcasing, that Tyson Fury's gloves were some old gloves, right? Again, I haven't seen him or Ben come forth and say, "Hey, we took padding out of the glove," but I can tell you this: gloves that are worn in, okay, they start to weather like that. So if it was intentional that he cuts like something inside the glove, there's no way of knowing that. But that doesn't matter anyway, because that's another video for another day. Okay? Because what went on February 22nd had nothing to do with that sparring session that happened last year or the year before, when Nicholas Ashbury went to spar and was hired by Team Fury. And you know, a weird thing about that is Nicholas Ashbury, he's been on Blue Blood Sports TV. He'll be on this guy's channel, you know, giving these interviews about Tyson Fury. But then here's the deal. If you can recall, Nicholas Ashbury taking pictures with Tyson Fury, skinning and grinning like shit's all good. So if shit was really that bad, I mean really that bad like you thought, like he explained in the video, you know who the fuck I am, he's taking padding out of the gloves. I got my ticket expedited and all that. Well, why would you take a picture with somebody you felt cheated? See, stuff is not really adding up. I see what he's saying, and he ain't had a fight in 4 years, people. So he might just be trying to get recognition. I don't know. You know, exposure's a mother sucker, right? But I think, honestly, Nicholas Ashbury, I don't know if he's hired to come on. I don't know. I'm not going to conspiracize it or whatever. You know, I'm not going to dive into that. But what I will say, if somebody was cheating or you felt you were with a known cheat, you wouldn't have it if you were a real person. Now, if you're full of shit and you kind of two-faced it, you're going to take a picture and smile and grin, you know what I mean? And take pictures, right, with this guy and then later on talk shit about him. You know what I mean? That's a two-faced person. Maybe he's one of those people. I'm not sure. But it seems to me like you in that picture, you don't take a picture of a guy or with a guy and then later on blast that guy. You know what I mean? You guys are all sweaty taking a picture together, but then yet he's supposed to cheated you by taking shit out of the gloves, damaging your health, putting you at risk of